basically waiting outside the hospital to get revenge for their dead buddies by trying to get at her. So I'm jumping in the plane right now and going to Mexico. All right, you guys want to hear a crazy story? So a buddy of mine who works for me called me bright and early this morning. Bunch of calls over and over and over. And I finally answered the call because I can tell it's probably, urgent or important. And he calls to tell me that his daughter is in Mexico and she's been kidnapped. So he's a Mexican guy and his daughter is Mexican American. She's a U.S. citizen, but she looks Mexican. And she went down to a town down there to kind of visit some family and friends and just hang out. And she got kidnapped and held ransom. It's actually pretty common in Mexico if you're a Mexican and you move to America and then you go visit Mexico, that when you go back, you get kidnapped or held ransom because they think you have a bunch of money to be able to pay the ransom. So, long story short, the cops were able to track her down last night and they went in to rescue her and they killed the 4 guys that kidnapped her. But in the process, she got shot in the leg twice. So she's been sitting at the hospital kind of in limbo all by herself. And the guy's friends who got killed are sitting outside the hospital waiting. Basically, she's stuck there, and the family members that she was with down there, the kidnappers' friends are now at the family's house. They're at the hospital, basically waiting outside the hospital to get revenge for their dead buddies by trying to get at her. So I'm jumping in the plane right now and going to Mexico. This is all kind of private information, but the reason why I'm telling you is to kind of give people a heads up on what's actually going on in Mexico. It's a beautiful place. It's actually a very safe place in a lot of areas, but there are some places where, actual Mexican Americans are in big danger, which is obviously what we're dealing with now. So we couldn't get down there quick enough on any airline, so obviously jumping in the airplane, going down and picking up my 16-year-old little friend with 2 bullet holes in her legs and bringing her home to her parents. I'm actually getting a bulletproof vest. So we're basically going to go pick her up and hopefully get her home safely to her parents, actually safely to a medical center here in Utah, and get those bullets pulled out of her legs because they don't want to operate down in Mexico. So basically, if you're Mexican American and you're traveling to Mexico, be careful. If you're an American, you should probably get your passport renewed so you don't have to be like this guy and stay behind.
Keep a current passport.
What are you're just going to hang out here and
you
wait?
You get kicked off the plane. You get your bag back off.
He got kicked off the plane,
walk
so
of shame.
Here we go. Also, I got a bunch of messages from people saying, dude, don't go down there, don't mess with them. I'm not going down there by myself trying to Top Gun the situation. We've got the Mexican Federal Police, we've got the U.S. Embassy, and plenty of authorities involved to coordinate this operation.